Right, I think. Judge, this is Matthew Browning. He's on for sentencing. He has reviewed the PSI. The PSI is written as an either or, but the agreement is that he will be probated. So I will give this.
What's the length?
I thought it was 10,
Oh, there is no 10.
or whatever the minimum was, because this is a D felony. I mean,
Okay.
I think that somebody told me that. I didn't just make that up, but I don't know.
Yeah, there's not even a choice for 10. It used to be.
Used to be the 10. We used to like ask for 3 or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, I think it's the minimum, Judge.
Okay. I wasn't sure because there were multiple charges.
It's 20 on one offense.
Right.
Well, it's more than one offense.
It's lifetime on multiple offenses.
Isn't this like, I might have it mixed up. I thought this was 4 charges. Yeah, it's 4 counts. Amended possession of viewing matter.
You know, I can pull the and grab the statute for you, Judge.
Yeah, we probably ought to check that. It was not clear to me when I looked at this, if he, let's see. Lifetime is just those 7 that are listed in your lifetime. And I didn't know if he qualified for it.
I mean, Barry's looking it up, but I thought it was the minimum, which I thought was 10, but you're telling me it's 20, and that's fine too, but I thought it was that.
CARA 17.520 period of registration.
Okay.
It says any person who's been convicted of and lists a number of crimes. A person convicted of a sex crime who has 1 or more prior convictions of felony criminal offense against the victim who is a minor, which doesn't apply. Who has 1 or more prior sex crime convictions, which doesn't apply. Any person who's been convicted of 2 or more felony criminal offenses against the victim who is a minor. And
That doesn't apply.
It says all other registrants are required to register.
Well, is the 2 or more, it says has been convicted.
But against a minor.
Okay, that would qualify him for a lifetime. Okay, so this is a lifetime registration. And a failure to register with your local office of probation and parole, where you have to go in and register and talk to them about what your address is, a failure to register. If you don't report in, even after you're off probation and off of all obligations, it's an obligation that you have to continue to meet, which is to register with them as to your address. It can result in a Class D felony charge, and the charge is failure to register as a sex offender. Do you understand?
Will I still be able to relocate and move after my probation, like to like a
You will have to
upgraded
get
house?
permission, and I mean, because there are restrictions of where you can live.
He's
But,
saying after his probation.
but there'll be restrictions of where you
Yeah.
live.
Well-
You can't live within so many feet of a school.
Right, but I don't know that anybody on probation and parole can tell him he can't go outside.
Right.
Well, I'm proposing even towards moving out of the neighborhood that I'm in to more of a secluded area, like on a farm somewhere, so I can get away from everybody. I think that would be acceptable.
As long as you're not moving to a place you're not allowed to move to, and there are
Correct.
restrictions of that, all
Understand.
you have to do is tell them where you're going, and then you've complied with the statute. I will be moving to, Shady Lane. As long as you're not otherwise prohibited by law from living on Shady Lane, then you're in good shape.
Well, I'm sure if I have any questions, I'll be sure to contact the proper authority to make sure that I don't do anything
That's a good idea.
inappropriate.
Good idea.
So, I'm ready to go ahead and sentence. Were there corrections though on the PSI?
None. There is one issue that I want to address with the court on the SORA.
Yes.
Okay. My client has a wife and has a child. He's had a wife and his child the whole time this case has been going. This case actually started in family court. We had a lengthy hearing in family court, and Judge Feely, after hearing all the evidence, determined that it was not in the best interest of the child to separate the child from his father. So I would just want the court to reflect that at this point in time, having been probated, you're not requiring him to move out of his home and not have contact with his child.
I don't think that was ever contemplated.
I don't think it's contemplated by
Does
me
the
either. I
SORA
just don't want
say
to get
he
in
should
trouble.
not have contact with
It just talks about there's some restrictions on him having contact with minors, and I have no objection to him having no contact with other minors,
his
but he
own
lives in the
biological
home with a
child is
minor.
accepted. There's only one minor in the child, in the house, right?
Correct.
Okay, okay, I don't have a problem.
What about my job as a truck driver?
Well, okay, and he also, that is more appropriate perhaps for probation and parole, but he is a
Oh.
truck driver by profession. So the travel restrictions may produce some concern. Any travel restrictions, I don't know if there will be any, but any travel restrictions that are restricted will cause him a problem.
He'll have to take that up with
Right, that's
probation.
what I told him.
Oh, okay.
I'm putting on here, no contact with any victims, but I don't know if there's a,
There aren't any, Judge.
know.
The victims are all 35 years old. These are 20-year-old series of photographs that are, again, commercially available on the internet. On some portion of the internet, not the readily accessible portion.
defendant allowed to have contact with his minor child is on the second page of the probation.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay, so let me go ahead and sentence him then. The court sentences you on counts 1 through 4 as amended, possession or viewing of matter portraying the sexual performance by a minor to 5 years each count. They run together a total of 5 years. Court cost of $165, and those are due on September 27th. That's a court date here at 1 o'clock. If you've paid them, you don't need to come to court, but they're payable in the office on the second floor here.
Did the I'm kind of hard of hearing. Did they say how much the fines were?
It's a court cost of
Of course, there's only 165. There's no fines.
Oh, okay. I didn't
It's
think.
just a phrase. We say fines and costs. It's just
I'm
like Coke.
I'm hard of hearing. I was in the military and I took too many rifle gunshots close to the ear.
The court sentences you to 5 years, probated for 5. You are subject to a 5-year period of post-incarceration supervision. You have a duty to register for your lifetime. Jody, I think you gave me the additional orders on HIV. Yeah. You'll have to do HIV testing and DNA testing. His sex
They'll
offender
do that at
treatment.
probation and parole.
Yes.
I've never thought of
Sex
it as
offender treatment program is a community-based program. He can receive directions from probation and parole as to where to attend. You must complete that. That is one of the things that will quickly bring you back to court, is getting kicked out of that program. So it's called community-based because you're not in prison doing it.
Okay,
All right? But you must complete it or you run the risk that you'll be sent to prison.
understand.
Okay? Don't leave the program to change, don't change programs without court permission.
I understand.
$25 a month supervision fee is the fee for your probation officer, and or if you're living in this county, you can pay it at this courthouse up on the second floor. Keep your receipts, because that's the only way you can prove to them that you paid it.
Okay. Hopefully I'll be able to get all this in writing so I won't forget.
I'm going to send you a letter, and I'm going to send you a copy of everything Judge is writing on
Okay,
right now.
good. Thank you.
His conditions that SORA recommended, I don't specifically put them down, but this is his,
The only one that was a concern for you is the one you've addressed.
well, and I addressed it, so.
Okay. Matthew, this will be the final order of probation of the court. That's you, 5 years. You have to do SOTP,
Which means
community-based
what?
sex offender treatment program.
Okay.
Okay, that's the classes, okay? You must complete, can't change without a court approval.
Okay.
That's in there because that's what has happened. That's, everybody just learns from mistakes. $165 due November 27th, or September 27th. You can have contact with your child, but no other children.
Okay.
Okay. Report to them. They'll ask you questions. They can come to your work. They can follow you around. You got to obey their rules. You can't have any. There aren't any victims here, so you can't have any contact with the victims. $25 a month, supervision free, and conditions of the plea are all incorporated herein. And then you should sign right there.
One more question so I can understand, like, well, like around like holidays and whatnot, can I still go to like my grandma's for a Christmas party?
Not if there's other minors.
Not if there's minors.
I won't even be able to. Okay, wow.
Talk to probation and parole.
All right, well, I'll have to adhere to that.
Did you want to make a statement?
Yes, I would.
Because he'd like to just tell you something.
Okay. Your Honor, first of all, I'd like to certainly apologize for putting you in this situation where you'd have to make a difficult decision upon my behalf because, as well as you being an honorable judge, I also have an honorable discharge, so I have some credibility on being, priding myself on being honest and an upstanding gentleman in the community. Now, I had a lot to say, but I'm informed that nobody's here to actually make any appropriate decisions to set an innocent man free, so I'm not going to try and go down that path. But I would like to say that on behalf of me and my family, we're really still confused on the whole reason why I'm even here. On the behalf of when I was arrested, the detectives more or less blindsided me with everything, and they practically threatened me to tell them what they wanted me to say because they wanted to like arrest my wife and send my child to protective services and everything. And I wanted to prevent everything like that to the best of my ability. I have personally been through the United States Marine Corps, which technically, being the fact that me standing here alone pretty much makes this, unless there's any other Marines in this building, the safest room in this entire building. I'm just speaking from fact. Now, I will completely adhere and comply to everything set forth, and I want to commend my attorney because I was going to ask you if you believe in God, but that's not appropriate because it's not relevant what you believe in. But to me, what I believe in is very important to say that God has answered my prayer towards keeping me out of prison. So for just the whole simple fact that I will still be able to watch my son grow up.
And I'll tell you something. Just follow the steps that are set forth for you to do. And then you will not have to worry about further contact from anybody about this case. We won't have to worry about anything. But you'll get to a point where your obligations will be finished. Now, the only obligation you will continue to have is this lifetime registration, and that is checking in with them and saying, hey, this is where I live. Okay, so far as I know, there's no other obligation once you finish your time on probation and on this conditional discharge on this. Now, if he's never in custody, my understanding is there's nothing, the post-incarceration supervision would never even apply.
Right.
Because it's only for people who've been incarcerated.
That's my understanding
So
too.
you can get this done in 5 years.
I could do that
And you're no-
blindfolded.
Okay. And I'm sorry to rush you. I have.
She's got-
Oh, I
we-
know.
that's one case
That's why I was
because
keeping
I'm
it short and
so-
sweet. And
But I appreciate your remarks, Mr. Brown. I'm going to have to ask that you stop now because I've got to get on to some other
Yes,
cases.
ma'am.
I wish you the best of luck.
thank you, Your Honor. And I'm once again sorry for even being in this situation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Judge, I've covered everything.
Matt Mulholly.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
Hey, I need you to sign. That's reduced.
Forgive me, I forgot my pen.
Okay, you can use mine.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're gonna get a copy of all this, okay? These are your general conditions of supervision for right now. You're gonna call me on Monday, okay? And we're gonna set up a time for you to come into the office and set up your case, okay?
Are you with the probation
Yes,
office?
same office as me.
Okay.
Officer
thank
Valerie
you.
Mattingly.
Hi.
So, hi.
I'm Matt Browning.
Okay, so you're gonna call me, and it'll be a time that Marcy and I are both in the office. We're gonna have you come in, so we'll set up, and you'll have to sign other conditions for sex offender. Okay?
Are you going to be my probation officer
I
for?
am not for good.
Oh,
No. I'm the officer for Oldham County. Sex offenders have their own officer, and she's currently
Okay. So this is just to get me out of the courtroom today, and I'll go over everything
Yep.
thoroughly Monday.
Well, probably no, not Monday.
Oh.
You'll call me because I have to wait till we get your court orders into the office.
Okay.
And then we'll have you come in. We'll get you set up on the registry and all that good stuff. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Wait, so I'll call you on Monday?
Yep, just call me on Monday.
And that's when I make an appointment? Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes, sir.
And then here's your copy. Okay. Take home with you.
Okay. Is there anything else I need?
Nope, that's it. You're good to go. Just call me on Monday.
And that's when I get a complete detailed list of what I can and can't do.
On Monday?
Yeah.
No. Whenever you come and see us. What are you worried about?
That I don't mess up and do anything stupid
Well-
that I don't know or aware of. I don't know the rules or
Right.
regulations.
Well, these are just your general conditions of supervision right now. Okay?
As of right now.
As of right now, yeah. Whenever you come and talk to us, we'll talk about it. Obviously, still no contact with minors and all that good stuff that she went over with. Okay.
Right.
So, but just don't worry about all of it right now. Okay.
Contact with minors, like in a general public area, as long as I'm not talking or associating with them. But I could still go to the store and get like milk and cereal, as long as I just don't associate or talk. Okay, I can understand that. Well, I don't have any other questions then, and I will call you all on Monday.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Told you about me seeing her.
Will you be contacting me?
I'm going to send you a letter. I'm going to get copies of everything Judge just signed.
Okay.
I'm going to write it all out in a letter that's just a roadmap to you. Dear Matthew, you have to do this by this day. You have to do that by that day.
Hey, quick question. The $3,000 bond, is that something I get back?
They'll send that to you. I don't know unless you signed it to me, Matthew. I don't remember, but I don't.
I don't-
think you did.
I
I
just
don't know.
didn't know.
I don't know one way or another, but you'll get a check in the mail.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much, and I'll talk
I'll
to you
be in
sometime
touch.
soon. Thank you.